Hello friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile 3, Ruined World. I've left the horses back at Lorelei and did some item selling and inventory management up there. Also, I decided to experiment a bit with augmentation, because there's a guy from the Temple of Divine Lucre who sells blades and also augmentations. So this bronze short sword is now blessed with healing ability. A few uses of a heal spell is honestly more useful than a flame spell on a weapon. And for being one of the cheaper weapons to enchant, that was still 1,000 gold. But I've sold off the trash and mid-tier throwing weapons for Peridot. She's got lots of steel razor discs now. Oh yes. Damage 9, bonus 2. The razor disc is the missile weapon of choice for the Vanatai warrior. It is a metal disc, 46 inches in diameter, polished and with edges of intense sharpness. They are beautiful weapons. Don't ask how you throw them without slicing your own fingers off. Not much more of interest. I found some arrows of life to go along with Amethyst's arrows of light. So now if there's a big bad undead, I can use these. Anyway. Into Fort Emergence to report on recent developments. Namely, I found some dragons. You describe the fearsome alien beasts and the havoc they have wrought to Anaximander. His sole response is to sit down and shake his head, overwhelmed. And we've barely even seen any havoc wrought by the alien beasts, so that feels a little out of sequence. Whatever. Anaximander greets you, a disgusted look on his face. There's been a theft, he spits, right in the middle of Fort Emergence. A band of bandits managed to get in and steal the Orb of Thralni right out from under our noses. The Orb of Floaties! No! You should go speak to Levy. We really need to get it back. It's an invaluable item. He was the caretaker, and may have an idea of what happened to it. Le gasp! And also, no response to the dragons. Okay. Orb of Thralni! Some unauthorized personnel have been in here! You find a splintered and broken pedestal, with the scraps of a shredded velvet pillow on top. Whatever valuable item was kept here, it's gone now. No! He looks somewhat ill. I was entrusted with the guardianship of Thralni's sphere. Then it was stolen. There was an explosion in the middle of the night. We went to the orb's vault, and it was ravaged and empty. There was no way anyone could have snuck in. We think the thieves teleported in. It's the only way they could have entered. Fortunately, Celeste, Exile's best teleportation expert, came here to investigate, and she agreed with this guess. She said that anyone interested in tracking the thieves should go see her. Also, how many skill points am I walking around with? 18 on Pearl. I should do some training before I head out to catch some thieves. Honestly, haven't thought about that for a little while. Speaking of party improvements, I thought that I could find level 5 spells in Lorelei, what few I haven't bought yet. But no, I think that's back in Sharamik. I'll have to go back there later. Man, it feels good to be able to afford all the training I want. Also, Pearl is getting some alchemy skill because her warrior skills are already basically top tier. And she had the skill points to spare because why not? Also, while I'm here, I should drop off some of those scraps of paper that I don't need. They don't take much space, but they do clog the inventory. Okay, super don't need you. Or you. Kinda want to keep hold on you for now. And sure, I'll keep that one for a while. And now on with the side quest, which is also kind of a main plot quest. But maybe I should visit Erica first, because she might have some mage spells I can buy. Don't know if she will sell them any cheaper than Koth does. And Vanatyre's still hanging out around here. Okay, actually, I think I already have all 4 of these, even if they are cheaper than Koth. Wow, that was useless. Sorry, Erica. But what I might do is see if I can buy a copy of Simulacrum for Peridot, because she does have 4th level spell ability. Now, who sells that? Hee. And I've already bought the alchemy recipes that you sell, right? Yes, I have them. Might even be able to make at least one of them now, if I have the ingredients on hand. Return to the Portal Fortress. Nothing here has changed except for a little bit of dialogue from Zeles. She checks her journal. Ah, yes. You were the ones who are going to be sent to recover Thralni's sphere. I know some stuff about the sphere, and the portal will take you to the area where it's located. The approximate area, that is. I don't know who stole it or why, but I do know where they went. You see, any teleportation up here affects the portal, and I can cast spells to tell who blipped where and why, and adjust this portal to compensate. Thus, I can help you find the thieves. How convenient. I detected a teleportation out of Fort Emergence, and I was able to magically tell where the thieves went to. If you use the portal now, you will end up near where the thieves are. You'll have to find your own way back, however. Aww. Also, fun fact, if you were to come here, say, after ending the troglodyte and giant plague on the surface, and you went straight to the portal without talking to anyone, you could be quite surprised to find yourself at not the Tower of Magi. We are at an arrival platform. Somewhere else. And we seem to be surrounded by unfriendlies. Yeah, they don't seem so tough. That's more like it. do need to send people out to deal with the archers and whatnot. Ooh, a champion. Finally, someone I am not entirely overleveled for. Because some targets are just too good to pass up. Very effective use of quick cast there. Oop, don't attack that one, he's friendly. Just because he looks ugly. No excuse to go swinging a sword in his face. And looting time. Not that it's particularly good loot. But these types of bandits are often a good source of gold and food. You search the chest, hoping to find hints of the identities of your ambushers, or the location of the stolen Orb of Thralni. You only find rather mundane supplies. Pants, pants, shirt, shirt, robes. Gold and food. And some archery and throwing weapons I don't really want. Wait, horses? I am now a horse thief. I don't think I've ever noticed the horses here before, actually. This is a very large, very empty square of a dungeon. Apparently, we are somewhere in Exile. Also, Garnet having dumbfounding bothers me. Fixed. You stare out at an unpleasantly familiar sight. You're back in Exile. You don't see any towns or settlements, but you know these trees and mushrooms all too well. You don't know whether you're near Upper Exile or the Exile far below. Although you don't see any towns from your vantage point, there is a crude trail heading off to the west. It soon fades out, but that seems as good a direction to search for the Orb of Thralni as any. The thieves must know you're here. A bunch of them are laying in wait for you. They step out of the shadows, ready to intercept you. And my severely outleveling them doesn't seem to bother them. Fools. You search the bodies, trying to find some sign of who they are or where they're from. Each has a symbol painted on the chests of his armor. A gold square with several objects inside it. There's a crown, a sword, a potion, and 5 or 6 other items. Sounds complicated. Also, these horses are doing rather well in a cave setting. It appears that is just a useless shortcut. Except not so useless because it would allow me to bypass this ambush. But why pass up a chance for free money and XP? And same message about oddly ornate design on the armor. Okay, and apparently nothing else hiding in the corners here. Oh no, another fight. Moving right along. Got a body of water. And an island with a tower on it. And apparently thick forest in this region of Exile. A larger and better armed group of thieves coalesces from the trees. They seem to be serious about stopping you this time. Soldiers, archers, evil priests, and a wizard. Slightly more serious. You search the bodies. Oh, this is just the same message. Blurg. That actually went a little harder than I thought. Soldiers, it turns out, are very vulnerable to wall of ice. The wizard, not as much. I see something that looks like a town or other base of operations. Huh. I'm pretty sure there is nothing else of interest in this region. Subterranean dock, and the horses will be spooked by the darkness here. Case in point. So, go in the forest, horses, run, be free! Yep. We found guards. Unfortunately, they're not very strong. At least the archers aren't very strong. I have a firestorm. And because I've been having so much fun with this spell lately, what are you? You are a bladesman. I don't think I've seen one of you before, at least not a hostile one. Bladesman, level 20, lot of health, 2 pretty good attacks. I'm sure I can take him. Does the bladesman not know how to open a door? Hehehehe. Good morning, evening, whatever. Bah. And I'll layer a couple of poisons on you, why not? Warbled. Looks like they're set up here with a bit of farming. There are indeed boats at the dock. There is a crude handwritten book on the pedestal. The handwriting is jerky and lunges all over the page. The Way of the Sacred Item, by Zalaktar of the Sacred Item. Oh, I write of the joy of items, of the powers that mere stone and rock and metal and paper and gem can hold. Lo, they are gifts of the gods, they will be here after us, we must give thanks for the gods' benevolence. So we must be guided in that which will be here long after us, and follow the lessons. Firstly, it is true that they must not be used, for doing so puts them at risk, and verily, they are here to be here long after us. Oh, so you are part of the hoard all of the items until the end of the game philosophy of adventuring. And lo, secondly, The search for new gifts of the gods must never end, and the sacred mighty quest to obtain them must never end. For every day a sacred item is owned by the unholy is a needle in the eye of God. And thus, lo, we reach the second, which is really the third, which is that we must refine ourselves and purge our weaknesses, so that we may live up to the sacred expectations of the sacred items. All one, dilute, dilute. Follow you, and lo, the gods will watch over us, when their gifts are touched and protected and loved by us. Follow us, follow us. Good morning. That was very effective. I like it. I should maybe cure that. Garnet getting pretty good results with that halberd. Actually, maybe I do want to take a rest and then get in the boat. Or maybe not. I'm in a boat. You can't touch me. I wish I had not done that. But that may have been my only option to get back into this lake, so okay. I have no idea how this set of waterfalls is supposed to work. If I can somehow row upstream or uphill. Okay, blocked off that way. No getting up that way. No secrets hiding in there. And look, my spell points have already recovered. Hooray! Maybe I should give that regen ring to Amethyst again. That's the thing about not using a shield. You tend to get hit more often in combat. Cult of the Sacred Item. Ooh, this should be fun. But I may have to cover it in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody.